G'day and welcome back to the garage. This is my latest little project. I love going bush, love going forward driving, and I haven't had one for a while, so I bought this little Daihatsu Scat. She's very clean, very rust free, very tidy little car, and paintwork exactly how I like it. It's one little drama that I've found out since I've got it is, I didn't realise at first, but the guy that owned it before me has lifted the suspension up. So what he's done, he's moved the axle from above the spring to under the spring, which gives it a good amount of lift. The problem that he's done, although he's done a really good job, it looks factory and all the welds are good, all the reinforcement's really good, he's given it massive negative caster, which basically makes it handle like a shopping trolley. So I just ripped the front wheels off it and had a look, and yeah, definitely the caster is out by a mile. The front end's tight, there's no wear in anything, but he's welded those saddles on incorrectly, and also the axis on the front, you probably can't see it in there, but the axis on the front drive shaft's out as well. So what I'm going to do, rip that axle out, cut those saddles off, reposition and weld them back in, and that should make it drive like a dream. Cut that weld off on both sides, so that's loose. On this side it has a plate which locates in that hole. What I might do is cut it off here so I can change the angle of that as well. To explain what I'm doing, to change the caster on these, they're not really adjustable apart from putting shims in or moving the plates, and they're generally set from factory. You don't muck around with it because this has been modified. The dude didn't do it correctly, so what I've had to do is cut these off so I can change this angle. So if you think of a shopping trolley, the way this wheel sets back, and if you push it really fast they shake, that's what this was doing. So at higher speeds the front was shaking and steering all over the place. The further forward the wheel sits from the centre line of the axle, the more stable it is. So, but then you can go too far as well. So we'll get that about 5 or 6 degrees, and we'll tack it in, and then we'll wire it up, put it back together. Simple as that. I reckon I've got her about right, so I'm going to tack her in so we can finish welding it. So before I weld this up, I'll give you an idea how much it was out. So that's where I'm going to start welding here. That's where the weld was. So that's a good 6 or 7 millimeters out. That's a long way. She was all over the shop. just worked out why he set the caster like he did, because that front drive shaft is on too much of an angle to actually operate. So I'm going to have to do some more nutting out to get that front drive shaft sorted out, or I'm going to have to drop it back down to stock height. That's a poo, because it looks good, but no good if it's not a four-wheel drive. So the most exciting part about this is the back's out as well. So the angle of the tail shaft there, as opposed to where it bolts onto the back of the transfer case, they have to be the same. The flange angle has to be the same, and it's out by a mile. So what that does is chews out uni joints. So really, looks like I might have to put it down to stock height, which means cutting all those saddles off and putting the diff on top of the springs. Let me have something to drink and I'll have a think about it. So one bonus is I've got a complete spare car. When I bought that other one, I had to take this one as well. So I've got all the parts I need. That's what it's supposed to look like. See, it's on top. Yeah. I need that drink. Well, as much as it pains me, I don't think I've got a choice but to put it down to stock height. It's a bit of a pain in the butt. It's got some big shocks, the big wheels. I don't know if the big wheels will still fit. But, yeah. Bummer. Just wasn't designed to be this high. Anyway, I'm glad I got the bits to sort it out. Just a little bit of history repeating, eh? Well, we've got the diff in and back in again, and the beauty thing about this is the caster is set automatically, because the factory mount on this side, which is cast into the diff housing, is correct. So all I've got to do, which I've done, tighten this side, which will give it the correct caster, get that side loose, and then I can put some weld on that side, and she's all done. The front anyway. Well, she's all back together in the front anyway. Wheels fit, seems like there's clearance. I managed to get those big blue cool shocks on there. You can see the difference. But I'm going to take up the street now and see if I fix that steering problem, and then we'll turn it around and pull the back out. Beautiful, worth the effort. It's a little rocket ship. Let's sort that back end out now. Diff's out. I'll leave it on the wheels, it's going to make it easier to manoeuvre. Let's get these saddles moved. Before I finish lopping these off, that's the difference. That's about where it should be, those level of those two bolts, and that's where old mate's watered it on. That's how far out it is. in, all finished. She's looking a bit squat now, but let's take her for a test drive. Well, she's a little ripper, goes good, handles good, it's steers nice and straight, sticks to the road nice, so job done. Wasn't how I planned out today to be. I only expected to spend a couple of hours, but turned into an all-dayer, but it had to be done, so it's finished, and I can get on with it. She's a bit low now. I'm going to call it a squat instead of a scat, I think, but and those wheels might need to be changed, those tyres stick out a bit, there's not a lot of clearance, but I'll give it some testing and see what happens. But I'm absolutely pooped, my back hurts, I'm absolutely covered in muck and dirt, and I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I want to drink, so I'm going to shoot up the supermarket, get that stuff sorted out, jump in my spa, have a cold one, and relax. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, be good to your mates, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya. Pizza. Oh, yeah. Let's get out of here.